Hey everybody, Colton R here. As you can see by the title of the video, there has been a change of plans in my Let's Play schedule. So, as you probably remembered if you watched the finale of College Football 26, I said that I was going to be playing a game that was announced 3 or 4 years ago. And that game I was going to play for you guys, that was supposed to be released this week, was a game called Silent Hill F. And it just came out, I think if you bought the deluxe edition on September 25th, or maybe that was the 22nd, but it came out during like the last 10 days of September. And unfortunately, I will not be Let's Playing that game for you guys. Now you're probably like, why are you not going to be Let's Playing Silent Hill F, Colton? Don't you like Silent Hill? Yes, I do like Silent Hill. But if you want me to really give details on why I'm not going to be Let's Playing Silent Hill F, I am going to tell you all the things that I am, technically all the reasons why I'm not going to be playing this game. So, the major reason I'm not going to be Let's Playing this game is the gameplay mechanics. Like, the story, I truly like the story. It's a very hard-hitting story. And it's very, crazy, depressing, and also, scary. And it's a really good story for a horror game. But when you play the game, the gameplay mechanics are, extremely difficult to, get used to. Like, when you think of Silent Hill, you think about, melee and also using weapons like handguns, shotguns, and rifles that you can use. Silent Hill F is primarily melee based. There's only melee weapons in the game, and you cannot pick up any guns. Now, there are some, unique weapons in the game, like a sledgehammer, a crowbar, an axe. They brought back the steel pipe, which was pretty cool. And they also brought back the baseball bat from Silent Hill 4. And, what else? Oh, yeah, they brought in the knife. Not like the great knife, just a regular, knife. And the melee weapons have, this durability meter that, degrades every time you use it against an enemy. So if you're fighting an enemy, the durability of the weapon just deteriorates. And once it fully deteriorates, the weapon breaks and you have to find a new weapon. Which I thought was pretty lame. Because in the previous Silent Hill games, if you get a melee weapon, it has unlimited durability and you don't have to worry about finding another melee weapon. But in Silent Hill F, you have to find a melee weapon if your current weapon is current melee weapon is fully deteriorated or broken or is about to be broken, which kind of sucks. But you are able to find these toolkits to repair your melee weapons, and it repairs a half of the durability. And there's not any large toolkits, just a single thing called a toolkit, and it only repairs half of the durability. And I don't think you can stack toolkits, because I think once you get a toolkit, it only stacks one, and then if you find another toolkit, it takes another space in your inventory. Which also brings me to the inventory thing. You have a limited inventory, just like Silent Hill 4. You guys remember Silent Hill 4? I do. I played the demo. Didn't play the full game, but I played the demo. Because in Silent Hill 4, you only are able to carry, I think it was like 10 items. But once you begin Silent Hill F, you can only carry 8 items. Yeah, you're only allowed to carry 8 items, but you can find like bags to upgrade your inventory. I think the maximum is 11, but I'm not sure. When I played through it, played through the game, the max inventory I got was 11, and yes, I did play through the whole entire game. So yeah, just letting you guys know that. So yeah, and like the max inventory I had was 11, so that sucks. And first aid kits, you can't stack those either. In Silent Hills 1 through 3, you could stack first aid kits, but just like in Silent Hill 4, you can't stack first aid kits. Sadly, it has to take an inventory space. So if you have a first aid kit in your inventory, you find another one that takes another spot in your inventory, which kind of sucks. So yeah, not a whole lot of inventory. Also, the weapons, the melee weapons, they have their own inventory spot. So you're allowed to carry only 3 melee weapons, which is not a whole lot. Another thing that I find interesting about the game is the stamina meter. The stamina meter basically is what you use to like run, dodge, which is a new feature in Silent Hill, dodging enemies. Well, actually, didn't you dodge in the Silent Hill 2 remake? I can't remember I can't remember if there was a dodge option in the Silent Hill 2 remake, but yeah, in Silent Hill F you can dodge enemy attacks. You can also counterattack, which is pretty unique, but very rare. I could never counterattack at the right moment. Yeah, so the stamina meter, it basically, every time you run, dodge, or attack an enemy, you take stamina away from your stamina meter. And you can do light attacks and heavy attacks. Excuse me. Heavy attacks will take big chunks of your stamina meter, and then light attacks take a small piece of your stamina meter. But I like the heavy attacks because I feel like the heavy attacks defeat the enemies quicker. But they actually don't. They actually don't really take down the enemies quicker, unfortunately. And then if your stamina meter's like completely empty, you can't really attack or dodge enemies. So if you're out of stamina and you're basically a sitting duck, and the enemy can attack you for any time. So yeah. And the enemies. I want to talk about the enemies real quick. So there are a lot of unique enemies in this game. There's this one enemy that's like a mannequin that is like holding a knife. But it's not like the mannequins in Silent 2. It's like an actual mannequin holding a knife, trying to, kill you. But there's also like stronger versions of each enemy. The stronger version of the mannequin enemies, I think they can grab you, which unfortunately you can't really do anything. There's not like a tap A to get out of the grapple. So once the enemy grabs onto you, you can't do anything. You have to take damage. and they take a significant amount of damage. Like, I think they take about like a fifth of damage. So 1/5 of your health meter just goes away because of that. And there's also other enemies that can grab, but they don't do as much damage. One enemy doesn't do as much damage when they grab you. But crazy enough about the enemies, when you try to, do combo attacks, like a heavy attack and then another heavy attack, or a heavy attack then light attack, or light attacks back to back, basically they can interfere with your combo. So if you try to do a heavy attack and then if you're doing a heavy attack and then you try to do another heavy attack, they can literally just counter your other heavy attack, your second heavy attack, and just basically start comboing you. And yes, the enemies can combo you. For some reason, I don't know why. Like, when has a Silent Hill game have the enemies combo you? They usually attack you and then take a break and then attack you again. It's like a 5-second delay, but no, not in Silent Hill F. Once they attack you, they're going to attack you again. So they attack, then wait like a half a second, then attack again. So the window of that is like very, very slim. And I don't like it. I do not like that. That the enemies can, freaking wombo combo you. It's unbelievable. And speaking of the enemies, some of these enemies are really tough. I was playing this on the lowest difficulty, which is story difficulty. So yeah, basically I was playing for the story, and even on story difficulty, it's still hard. Like, even if I, upgraded to like normal or hard mode, I'm still gonna have, difficulty beating these guys. And, like, seriously, these enemies were tough, like really, really tough. And sometimes you gotta, do these little ambushes that you have to complete to advance. And, like, trying to, like, melee these guys over and over again is, like, really repetitive. And that's something I didn't like in this game, the repetitiveness of it. Like, if I'm fighting these enemies over and over again, it's gonna get repetitive and it's a little stale. Like, seriously. I just don't like repetitiveness in games. It's just, I want something different. Like, give me a shotgun, please. Like, seriously. If there were automatic weapons in this game, I think it would have been better. Well, technically, if there were just, guns in Silent Hill F, it would be fun. A little more fun. But no, it's all melee based. And you gotta keep repairing your melee weapons, or else they'll break on you and you'll be screwed. So yeah. The bosses in this game are very unique and pretty scary. And, they were pretty easy, except for the final boss. The final boss of the game is extremely difficult. And I was playing on the easiest difficulty. Basically, you have to not only try and, defeat it with your heavy attacks or your light attacks, but you also have to dodge, because the final boss will also wombo combo you. And they also have another ability that basically has these, like, plants come out of the ground and try to, drain your health. I'm like, really? Like, why? Why are you doing that? And I died on that boss 2 times. Yeah, 2 times I died on that boss. And I was pissed. But here's the thing. They give you 3 tries. So your first try is basically when you start the fight. If you die, you get a second try. You die on that second try, they give you a third try. Basically, in this third try, all your health items and all your, like, other items you collect during the game, they're gone and replaced with the red capsules that you first start out with in the game. And basically, now the red capsules not only just refill your health fully, they also refill your sanity meter fully. And if you die a third time, you gotta start the boss fight all over again. So yeah, they give you 3 tries. You fail all 3 tries, you gotta start the fight again, which is pretty dumb. Like, why? Just checkpoint it in like the third thing and let me get a try. Just let me try and defeat this boss and beat the game, please. Sheesh. And now it's time for me to talk about the items of the game. So basically, obviously they're health items. These red capsules that you are given, they're like your first health item given to you. You start out with 15, but you can find more red capsules as you play on. Basically, they refill a little bit of your health and also your sanity meter. So your sanity meter, I'm going to take a break from the items to go to the sanity meter. Your sanity meter basically keeps you sane. And once your sanity meter goes all the way down, like if you run out of sanity, you start to lose health. So yeah. If you lose all your sanity, you start losing your health, and if you lose all your health, you basically die and have to start over. Start over on like the last checkpoint, or well, technically the last autosave or the last save you did. And yeah, the sanity meter is kind of difficult, but it is useful because if you hold down LT, you can focus, and then if you hold down the left trigger and then you hit the right, and then you wait for the focus meter to, basically the focus meter will drain a little, but it will basically charge up an attack, and if you press right bumper, you can unleash a very heavy attack, which I found useful sometimes. But sometimes when you're trying to focus, the enemies can interrupt your focus and you had to start all over, which is something I did not like. I did not like that I had to start over my focus just because, I'm just trying to beat the game, trying to defeat the enemy, but the enemy hit me, I gotta restart the focus and get all that momentum back for my attack because I got attacked and stuff. It sucks. So yeah. Back to the items. So yeah, red capsules refill part of your health and part of your sanity. There are also other items that can refill like stamina, refill your sanity, and refill your health. They can also either refill one of two, so they can refill your health and sanity, refill your health and stamina, or refill your stamina and sanity. Or there could be items that can, refill all 3. Like refill your sanity, stamina, and health. Like this one really rare sushi item. If you use it, it basically gives you back all that stamina, sanity, and health. So yeah, you basically regain all 3 for using that sushi item. What else? Chocolate. Chocolate actually refills your sanity, which is pretty cool. Chocolate means you can stay sane, I guess. What else? The first aid kits, obviously, they refill. The first aid kits basically refill fully your health. Bandages refill, I think, like a half of your health. The bandages refill half of your health. Is there anything else I need to talk about the items? I don't think so. Well, probably these items that you find, like hair combs, like dried food, and also other foods. Like, so basically, when you play through the game, you'll find like hair combs, like food items, dried. I think it was called dried carcasses, and then there's another dried food item that's like really rare and like really good to find. Basically, these are called offerings, and you basically offer them at the save point, at these like save points. So basically, when you find a save point, it basically, when you walk up to it, it says pray instead of save. So you go to these, I think they're like shrines. So you go to these shrines, and you basically save your game. You can also offer offerings like the combs, the dried carcasses, and the other dried food. I think it was like dried fried food, I'm pretty sure. And you can also offer like the items that recover your sanity, stamina, and so forth. Like, you can offer chocolate at these shrines. And basically, you offer those items and you receive faith. Now, what is faith? Faith is used to upgrade your stamina, health, and sanity, and also these like little perk things, like they're called omamoras. So yeah, once you have enough faith, you can upgrade that. You can upgrade all that. But you also have to have these things called, I think they're called emas. It's spelled EMA. So once you get enough faith and like one EMA, which is EMA or Emma, you can upgrade your health, stamina, sanity, or upgrade a slot for your Omamora. Now, the Omamoras, I'm about to break off from what I just talked about to talk about Omamoras. They are especially perks. So every time you find an Omamora, or you use your faith to purchase an Omamora, basically it can do a couple things, like increase your max sanity, increase your max health, increase your max stamina, regain health while defeating an enemy. Like, some of these are very useful. Increase the durability of a melee weapon. So yeah, there's some pretty good Omamoras out there. And very useful indeed. So yeah. And you can only carry one, but you can upgrade to, I think, like 5. And the upgrade prices for upgrading slots for more Omamoras to have is very expensive. You have to have like a lot of faith to upgrade those like perks and stuff, those Omamoras, and the slots to get to place more Omamoras. Now back to the using faith to upgrade your health, sanity, and stamina. When I saw that, I was like, okay, this is clearly an RPG. It's a horror game that's also an RPG. Now, I think I've told you guys before, but I am not an RPG guy. So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, they brought RPG into Silent Hill. This is probably not gonna be as fun as I thought it would be. Because why do I have to upgrade my health with faith, and also I gotta find an Emma to use the faith so I can upgrade it? Like, I'm going to be on a wild goose chase while also trying to avoid enemies that will instantly beat me up and will give me an instant game over, and I have to load my save and go back and try and get the stuff while avoiding the enemies and all that stuff. And it's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot to do in this game. And if you want to know how long it took me to beat this game, it took me 8 hours to beat this game. It took me 8 hours. 8 hours to beat the game. And honestly, it's a very long game. It's a very interesting game, but it's a very long game because you gotta fight so many enemies. And you also have to do a lot of puzzles. The puzzles are very interesting. Very, very interesting. But they are a little difficult, and also some of the areas can be really confusing, especially with the map. The map is very useful, but sometimes it can be very not useful. So, yeah, and also later on, when you get near to the end of the game, the map doesn't even show up. So yeah, when you try to use the map, it doesn't show up because it says areas unavailable. So basically, you gotta figure out where to go, make sure you're going the right way, and not, getting lost. So yeah. Well, I just said a lot of stuff. I just basically ranted on. So yeah. Moral of the story is, Silent Hill F, it's a good game, but man, is it long, repetitive, and complex. Especially with the limited inventory. Like, seriously, I had to get rid of so many items, and it was just so... I just did not like it. I just didn't like... It's a good game. It's just very repetitive and complex. I want to like this game. I do like this game. It's just very, very repetitive and complex. That's all I can say. Repetitive and complex. And crazy enough fact, this game sold 1 million copies in 3 days. Compared to Silent Hill 2 Remake, that game sold 1 million copies in a week. This game sold 1 million in 3 days. So the fans love it. Newcomers to the series love it. Me, I think it's good. I think it's good. It deserves to be good. But man, is it hard to play the game on the lowest difficulty? Like, seriously, I think I died like 10 times. 10 times. All because I tried to defeat the enemies, but I can't. And especially with the stamina meter. When I press RT and I want to attack again with the heavy attack, but there's a delay. I have to wait like a couple of seconds before I can heavy attack again. Like, come on. Let me heavy attack now. That's another thing I don't like. When you try to heavy attack and try to heavy attack again, there's a delay. I hate delays. There shouldn't be any delays in attacking enemies. Like, seriously. Like, what if they had that in like Call of Duty, where you shoot an enemy and then you gotta wait before you can shoot him again? Like, that's stupid. Well, I've gone on for about 30 minutes ranting about this game. So, yeah. Unfortunately, Silent Hill F, it's just not gonna happen for a Let's Play. Although, if I do have time to, like, play this game for you guys, it would probably be if I had nothing else planned, or probably if I consider doing a stream one day, I would probably stream the game for you guys and basically go through the game. Probably go through the New Game Plus since I've already unlocked it and try to go for like the good ending. Because there's also multiple endings, but the first time you play through, you get an ending. So the first time you play through, you get a ending. And then once you start New Game Plus, you can go and get the other endings. So yeah. It's not like the other Silent Hills where if you play through the game, you could get one of like 4 or 5 endings. So yeah. Silent Hill F, you play through the game first, you get an ending, and then once you start New Game Plus, you can try to get the different endings in the game. So yeah, it's very unique, very, very unique. But yeah, that's all I got to say for Silent Hill F. Again, not gonna let's play it for you guys, but maybe someday I'll live stream it or actually do a let's play of it. Maybe if I have nothing else planned. But yeah, right now Silent Hill F is currently on the currently on the shelf. It's on the shelf of many games of to be determined let's plays. So yeah, while it's not officially canceled, it's to be determined. To be determined. TBD. So yeah, so you're probably asking now, Colton, since you've now ranted over 30 minutes about the game, what is your next Let's Play going to be? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this game was actually intended to be my next Let's Play until Silent Hill F came out, and I planned to do that until I played through the game a little bit, and then decided not to, play Silent Hill F for you guys. This one I actually planned on playing, because we're going back to first-person shooters, and it's a game that lots of fans say that it is the best game in the series. It is the best game in the series. Now, you're probably like, well, what is it? What game is it? Ever play a game called Call of Duty Black Ops 2? I have. And you know something? It's pretty good. But is it really the best in the series? I mean, I played a little bit of multiplayer before the multiplayer servers kind of went to crap. And I thought it was good. I didn't do well, but I thought it was good. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I'm going to go through the campaign. Now, I'm doing this because Black Ops 7 is coming out, and it continues the story of Black Ops 2. Now, some things have been made canon from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, like Harper surviving, and also the possible return of Raul Menendez. So, lots of things have been canon, so there are 2 Black Ops 2 endings that could be possible. Whereas one that Harper lives and then Raul Menendez dies and then Woods lives. Or it could be Harper lives, Raul Menendez lives, and then Woods dies. That could be the 2 canon endings for Black Ops 7 to continue on. But I didn't get that ending. I didn't get one of those endings. And also I think both those endings had Mason die too. But again, I didn't get those 2 endings because I got the best possible ending. And that is what I'll be attempting to do for you guys in this Let's Play. Because honestly, I think the best possible ending should have been the canon ending. But no. Apparently, people don't want to see the best ending. They won't just want to see an ending that doesn't bring happiness. So yeah. But yeah, I will be getting the best ending in Black Ops 2. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it if you guys don't even know how to do it. Because it's pretty freaking simple. Pretty freaking simple. It is. And I've gone over it many times, and it's very simple. And you'll see the new episode of Black Ops 2 probably sometime during the week of the 5th of October. So, yeah, it's within that time frame. So, probably either October 5th through between October 5th and October 11th. So, the week of October 5th to the 11th. Probably going to try and release it either Wednesday at the latest, Friday, along with my new episode of my podcast. So, yeah. I mean, could happen. It could happen. So, yeah, guys. That's all I have to say. Change of plans. Not doing Silo F. I'm now going to be doing Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I hope you guys will enjoy me playing Black Ops 2 because it's a great game. Lots of people love Black Ops 2. They say it's the best in the series. So, yeah. So, thank you all for listening to me rant about Silent Hill F and hearing that I'm playing Black Ops 2. And, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on Black Ops 2 sometime during the week of October 5th through the 11th. So, yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys later.